It's the NFL on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Falcons and the Silver and Black, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And Vick's throw there incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Allen here on the screen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's Vick. Throw caught there by Crumpler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On 3rd down, Vick. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
The Falcons send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Waller taking it in over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Vick running the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Vick into the hands of Rison. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Vick operating on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing, Vick. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
That's his longest run of the first quarter, and Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Keep on, boys.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Steps. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Up the middle they go. Riggs, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. That defense just did not budge, and now your punter, well, this is why you pay him.
It is. It's exactly why you pay him. But what he's got to be thinking about are a couple of things. Number one, don't step back. Could be a safety. Number two, cut down your time on your mechanics. If you're a two-step punter, it needs to be one step and get rid of the football.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a give, it's Jackson. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Vic, that's caught by Rison. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Vic now from the 50. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Vic. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. It'll be Vic once more. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Vic goes play action. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Vic finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Vic. Flush to his right.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's do that thing. Let's do it.
On the give, here comes Jackson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Being chased out left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one. That was really a big third down conversion to get this drive set up. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Vic's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Jackson shifts by him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So here's Vic following the interception.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, nice move. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Vic now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now here's Vic. Looking deep for Julio. And this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Vic. And that is incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Vic operating on first down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. 5 yards remain on second down.
Vic readies to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Vic to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Allen here on the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room.
Let's do this, man.
First down, Vic. The left side completion to Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Throwing, Vic. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Vic. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Vick will look to throw on first down, buying time to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Vick. He goes underneath for Anderson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
That throw by Vick, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 7.
They'll run with Jackson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time, but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The Falcons offense set to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Vic.
Firing, and Julio Jones has it on the slant.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Vic now.
Throw caught there by Crumpler. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Vic. That's caught by Rison. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's Vic. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
To throw, Vic. forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So out come the Raiders. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They find some open field here. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 39 yards there, a big one.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Vick operating on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Vick to throw it.
Into the hands of Rison. That's complete.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down, Vick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Vick readies to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Vick looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Play action now. Vick. It's caught. This is White.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
First down, Vick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raiders heading out to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now Allen. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. 2nd and 4. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
Touchdown Raiders! Darren Waller, 45 yards.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Vic. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
To throw again on 2nd down, Vic. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Vic. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Vic hauled in by Anderson left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Vic. Escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one goes incomplete.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
On third down, Vic out of the gun. Steps away to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Let's go. Let's go back here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go do this thing, baby.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. On the run, this is Jackson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Second and 2. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Allen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And he finds Water in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. What a great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Vic to throw it. This complete to Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A first down throw coming for Vic. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Screenplay, Anderson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It'll be Vic once more. And that is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. Ooh, the juke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Jackson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. And they take a knee.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's focus in on what we got.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will get the lead up to 7. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.